What up and good morning everybody. Happy Memorial Day weekend to all the bass heads out there in the YouTube universe. Just over here working on a custom box for a buddy. Doing two American Bass HD Series 15s with a fiberglass top and some cool visible angles. A lot of guys would just make a square box and then do a lot of this stuff on the inside, but we're going old school. So going to be a pretty neat little design. What we did today is we got the tops taken off. We fiberglassed resined rather the inside sections where it's still just the cloth material. Obviously you see the fiberglass strength on the outside. I like doing fiberglass. The way I do these molds, basically, these were all just individual sticks that were screwed into place, and then the fleece fabric was stretched to those sticks, basically, the frame. And I go through, I hot glue everything, so there's no staples in any of this aside for what was to hold the sticks into place to begin with. So all the fabric gets hot glued to the wood. Then I go through and I do a fiberglass resin treatment to the cloth. What you're seeing here is Bondo, so I go through and I'll Bondo to level everything and try to fill in some of the eyesores, and then I only do a couple layers of matte on the top surface. I don't want to spend a lot of time finishing it, so I do that in this case because you want to do a good amount of strength to the outside because they'll flex basically, or they'll warp when they're in this stage, because you'll need to put them on and take them off a few times, and when you do that you risk them warping. So as you see, I go through and I pre-drill and screw everything down, so once I put the frame back on I can screw it into place to make sure it's not going to warp or lift. And then after the inside resin is done, I'll pull them out. I'll do 2 to 3 layers of matte on the inside. Well, first I'll go through and I'll milkshake it so I get in some of the voids and I really strengthen it up, and I'll show you guys again what milkshake is later. So we'll do that around the ring and some of the edges, and then we'll do a few layers of matte before we go through and do our final interior, because we're going to take the bottom off, and then from the inside we'll go through and we'll fiberglass everything to the frame real good. So it'll be screwed from the outside, fiberglass to the seams on the outside, fiberglass to the seams on the inside, and then fiberglass to the frame itself. So going to be a lot of strength. We're also going to be having some cross members, or rather some rib bracing along the top areas up on the roof area, so that'll give some of this wider area some more strength, because we're only going to have a cross member through the inside, because we want to try to get as much airspace out of the final enclosure as possible, because we wanted to make this thing look a little bit pretty, but we also want to try to conserve a little bit of space and still get some boom. So we got to make sure we're utilizing our interior as efficiently as possible. So that's what I'm doing this weekend, guys. Hope y'all are having fun. Thanks for tuning in, and stay tuned to this project and others as we post videos. Peace. God bless you.